Good evening, and welcome to Voice of Cards Isle Dragon Roars playthrough. This tonight's stream will probably be a shorter one, and also apologize for starting early. I do have other plans for tonight, so I shouldn't waste much time with the intro and just like get right into it. We've previously we just exited the bewildering forest. Got ourselves a new Woodlander party member. He's now on the front lines. Going to make our way to the next town. Was Unionville. Alright. Supposedly a town where humans and monsters live in harmony. Guess we'll find out. And like any good RPG protagonist, I'm gonna explore the entire field before I enter town. Because I want stuff. Games like these, you always gotta explore off the beaten path. Hey, you never know. Might be something good. Your first fight with our Woodlander here. Actually, no, it's not. Oh, I just realized this has 50 defense. Guess a lot of attacks are gonna not do a lot. Seems like a water monster, so Aqua Rock. Guess you have to do elemental attacks on it. Let's see. Alright, have her pass, because imagine. No. We'll try Fire Flame. One. Okay. Oh boy. Aqua Rock's gonna hit like a boulder as well. Oh. Wow. Look at that. Somehow he's the biggest damage dealer. Uh-oh. Well, thankfully, managed to escape that one. Melanie's not looking too good. Probably have to heal her. Look at that. Rolling Claw. Times. I think Mar would be a lot more useful if he gained like some sort of draw aggro ability. At least not something we have. At this point though, I want to give Melanie a salve. The croak. Probably need the MC to kick some butt. Clearly the guy can take on those Aqua Rocks.
Extraordinarily powerful aura. The knight faces you and asks, "Might you be challengers?"
It's a trap. You're gonna come in and realize this knight has.
After sizing you up for a long moment, his shoulders slump and he mutters, "No, you are not yet ready."
Oh good. I'm glad the game made the decision for us this time.
He says, then returns to standing in silence.
Yeah.
It appears he awaits a stalwart warrior to challenge him.
Honorable bonus boss, I'm assuming. Either we need to get to be a higher level or need to have some sort of story progress or a certain skill unlocked, I guess, before we can take him on. What do we have here? 2 trolls, oh boy. Well, or at least these do regular. I can do regular damage to these folks. Poison sticker. Let's see. Fireball. Ooh. A poison arrow is kind of a waste.
That was lucky.
I agree, that was lucky. And just lightning strike. Troll. get one hit in. Ouch. Guess in the absence of a healer, gotta take out the magic DPS. They're the ones bound to cause the most trouble for you. Gonna end up using another salve for Melanie. Remember well the wounds you have suffered here. I wonder if the lines change depending on how bad your characters are doing at the end of the fight. Oh, it was an ogre, not a troll. Whoops. Probably apply another salve to Melanie. Boy, I think the salves are cheap. I'm trying real hard not to hoard items here. Not only because there's an inventory limit, but because imagine 10 HP restoration salves aren't going to be very useful once my characters gain more HP.
You come across two men sitting on a rock. They take no notice of you or the party, but you can hear their fervent discussion.
Oh boy, this is going to be another clue to another treasure chest.
Listen in and deduce that they are a pair of thieves.
Wow, this is like the other pair of thieves event I got in the other field.
Trying to hear what else the thieves are talking about. You catch pieces of the conversation here and there. Listen about that loot. Head south from the harbor and cross the mountains.
Okay, south from the harbor, cross the mountains.
Sounds like they've just told you where to find their stolen loot. You hastily grab a scrap of paper, write down what you've heard, and quietly sneak away.
It's a good thing I always carry blank paper with me. On goes cash, number 2. I didn't miss any so far. Oh, I guess this is actual beach tower card. Alright, they're your worst at me game. I'm beginning to think I should just find Unionville. Feels like these enemies might be a bit too much for me. Because it only has AoE. Strike every single one in the map. Oh wow. Ooh-wee. Wow. That hurts. King. Ah, yes. Very clear sign that I should just get the heck out of here. Alright. Should I do this well, be able to at least take him out, but definitely won't be able to survive another fight like that. Ah, jeez. Oh, that's not good. Eh. Take you out. And Melanie will go. But our faith in the freeze. Huh. Alright.
Congrats.
Yes, thanks. Good warrior wastes no time. That much I agree with.
You can't go in there. That's the ocean.
Ah, okay. Well, wow. Even in this tabletop-esque RPG game follows the video game tenet of protagonist can't swim in water. Ah, here we go. Path. Alright. Stay on the path. We'll find Unionville soon enough. Oh, a merchant event. Alright. Yeah, let's see what we got. Give me your discounted stuff. Some rare items for sale. Alright. Rare items you got. Ooh, okay. We have here poison. Mix of protection rings. Use items. Alright. These rings don't I have yet. Poison stay and a numb stay. Probably use the bind stay ring actually. That one might be useful for Melanie. That way I don't get... I think about it. Imagine... Bind would probably be an ailment that prevents me from using gem cards and not just necessarily magic cards. That's only a guess though, I don't know if that holds true. And... yeah, give it to Melanie. Yep. That's the only ring I can buy. Hopefully there are no enemies that will curse or freeze me soon. You won't be able to do any more shopping, that's fine. I've been able to afford the rest of the equipment anyway. What's on the sign?
Let's head to Unionville first, shall we?
It says the objective states. Going to Unionville. On no field trips. Going on no field trips. We're going on no field trips.
You see something approaching from up ahead.
Ah, this is gonna be an instance of hero goes, oh no, monster, tries to kill it, and then everyone goes, yo, hold up, this is the town where monsters and humans live in harmony. Don't hurt it.
A monster, Melanie shouts, readying for battle.
Oh, okay, not me, it's Melanie. Melanie gets to be the jerkwad this time.
Flobby, get back here. It's dangerous out there, a young girl chides, taking the creature back to the village.
Oh, good. Didn't have to be reprimanded.
It seems you've finally arrived at Unionville, a village where humans and monsters live together in peace.
Yes, you have. Try to make that
What
known.
a weird place, remarks Riddis lightheartedly. I like it.
See, that's in universe that was like out of nowhere comment, but sure feels like she's responding directly to the narrator, doesn't it?
We aren't staying a moment longer than necessary, says an unsettled Melanie, her distaste for monsters plain on her face.
Kill my dog. Ask the denizens of Unionville what they know about the dragon. Lots of blank. Lots of residents here. Probably several monsters, but first we're gonna go to the inn.
Any travelers with magical little critters can stay for free, the innkeeper informs you.
Ooh, I wonder if Mark counts as one.
It appears the headman's long-standing pronouncement on the welcoming of all magical creatures also applies to you and your party.
Sweet. Let's rest. Hopefully I didn't trigger story advancement. Party's HP is fully restored.
Party leaves the inn feeling rested.
Ah, good. Let's get the move on as usual.
Wow, a new friend, and so big, too, the furball exclaims in glee as it rushes over to Mar.
You can talk?
Mar stares off into the distance as the furball snuggles up to his leg.
Wow. Is every monster in this town like in a Meowth situation where they managed to learn the language of the humanoids?
For some reason, Riddis joins in on the cuddling.
I mean, I probably would too if I met a ball of floof like that.
Lately, a suspicious man cloaked in black has been seen wandering about the village outskirts.
Oh boy.
The old woman looks at Melanie and remarks that he was dressed just like her.
Oh boy. Is this guy happen to be a Melanie cosplayer perhaps? Would have thought she had a fan base already.
The village headman is a renowned gourmet, and rumor has it he only dines on the finest foods.
Turns out food, Soylent Green. Bam bam
The man
bam.
says he wishes he too could have such a lavish meal just once in his life. His deep desire for delicacies only growing with time.
Well, what they shouldn't do is hire that lady from the other town whose husband mysteriously disappeared. Yeah, don't go to her. Oh. Average man's flip side story. Ooh, okay. We'll come to that later. See what other flip side stories we get.
The little orc child is engrossed in a fairy tale. The title reads, "The Legend of the Dragon."
Ooh. Can I recommend you a video game, perhaps? The Legend of Dragoon. That was a pretty fun game. So, story could this be? Sneak a peek, picture books are for kids. Can I perhaps...
You take
You know
a
what?
peek into the picture book.
Okay, I wanted a sneak
Come
peek of the
across a
card, but
passage that piques your interest.
I was gonna take the non-jerk option anyway, so we'll go with that. Defeated by the king's army, the dragon hid itself away.
To where, you wonder? Then recall that this is merely a fairy tale.
Kind of like how that other card was not spoken, because, of course, it wasn't spoken. It's a book. It's not a narration. Yeah, that's all we get to see. Because peeking over other people's shoulders is rude. If you wanna know what they're looking at, you can always ask. They also have every right to say, yeah, I'm not really comfortable with sharing that to you, so keep that in mind. There we go.
However,
Squish him,
does your mouth
Flobby
become
again.
so
Okay.
filthy, Mr. Flobby, sighs the girl as she wipes the slime clean.
Huh. I wonder what cleaning a slime would be like. I imagine regular cleaning implements wouldn't be very effective. I imagine they would get soaked if you tried to, say, wipe a cloth rag on the slime. Probably requires like specialized care. Probably more like liquid resistant cleaning materials would be needed.
Clearly embarrassed, Mr. Flobby murmurs, "That's not my mouth."
Ooh, and now you probably want to take that rag to a waste disposal facility. Probably that's... yeah.
A young boy wanders up to your group in wide-eyed wonder. You surmise his curiosity stems from the lack of travelers visiting the village.
Okay. He looks like the kind of NPC who, like, maybe in a year or two is gonna be visited by a fairy. He's gonna say, okay, I need you to collect the 3 gems. Give him a sword and a pointy hat, and send him out on this quest. And then he reunites those gems, and takes them to a temple, and suddenly it's like 7 years later, and then bad guy's taken over the world. And now he's got to collect 6 medallions to and reunite 6 legendary figures in order to fight the guy who's taken over the world. And then defeats the guy, and then they say your quest is done. Okay, now we're gonna send you back to when you were a kid so you can live out your life, except that you're probably gonna get hit by a weird fella in a forest and be transported to another world where you gotta save them from another planetoid crashing into it, and you gotta use a bunch of masks too for some reason. Yeah, he looks like that kind of kid. Also, his clothes should be green.
You realize you are right when he assails you with questions about your origins and adventures. The Inquisition leaves you exhausted.
Nobody expects the inquisitive boys at Inquisition. Got his flip side story too.
The little goblin sulks as he gazes upon the withering flowers he tried so desperately to take care of.
Aw, no, poor goblin.
He looks at you with tears in his eyes, silently begging you for help.
Something to save the wilting flowers? Give them some salve, dump water over it, or give them nothing. No, we'll just use the salve.
You pour the salve onto the flowers, and they stand up tall.
Wow. I mean, it restores 10 HP. There you go.
The goblin cries out in happiness and thanks you for your help.
Good thing the flowers weren't
He
fainted,
then holds something out to you.
because I would have to use one of my more valuable items for that. There's this mysterious card 5. Cool.
The goblin stares lovingly at the beautiful flowers. and gobbles them up.
Well,
Healthy flowers are the tastiest, he proclaims in glee. Did he grow those flowers just to eat them?
there were at least sunflowers. No, people like eating those seeds.
You ask the old man if he knows anything about the dragon. No, sir, he answers. All I know is that it brings more trouble to this already troubled world. But our headman is a wise and worldly man. He might know something, he remarks, pointing at a house not far away.
Mother's house up north. Should have figured that would become relevant, considering it's a unique card.
The child says his monster friend left the village suddenly to go back home.
Oh no, did they need to get milk from there?
He claims the headman told him that he could go home when he grew up too.
Or, oh dear, it's like a farm upstate kind of situation.
The little orc child pouts, but I don't know where my home is.
I'm like a bird, I won't fly away.
A quiet
Another
fur
fur
ball
ball.
sits with crumbs around its mouth.
Oh, that's all we get. We'll see what the person next to them has to say.
The woman frowns deeply, claiming the cakes she bought for her beloved fur ball have all been eaten by someone else.
Oh no. That's all we get, huh? And, hey, you item shop, do you sell any cakes? Nope, just your standard assortment of used items, it would appear. Yes, that will be all. Alright, next, the armorer. What new equipment you have for me? If any. Ooh, strobe blade. Ah, I can only afford one of these. Boy, I'm real lucky I ran into that thunder staff in the first area. It's able to carry Melanie a good distance. Melanie, however, could probably use some extra defense. This would benefit Ridis a lot more. Or no, I guess. Okay, Ridis clearly will get the Knight's Chainmail. Yeah, probably makes sense that Melanie, being the magic caster, can only equip clothing. But considering she seems to get wailed on a lot, I'll give her this. Melanie's all set. I wonder if we're gonna get enough equipment to fill up all 100 spaces. Is that gonna happen? Well, the apothecary. You sell cakes. Have salve, quality salve. Which other use items? Not interested. Alright. Well, seeing all the places and the people, before we go to the game parlor, I'm gonna check out the 2 flip side stories we got. Kind of sinister backstories are we gonna have for these 2 folks. Let's see. Average man. Not a day passed that he didn't wear his hair or arrange his clothes just the way she liked. He was the prettiest girl in the village, and one day he was sure she'd notice him. I don't like where this is going. Already got a notice me senpai vibe from this fellow. He's creepy. Alright, this is gonna end badly, isn't it? Alright. Before long, the village was full of men who dressed the same and wore their hair the exact same way. He ceased to be able to tell any of them apart. I don't get it. Does that mean the average man accidentally set a trend? Or is it because like everyone was pining for the prettiest girl that they all dressed the same? She was like, yeah, you're all boring now. Well, dodged a lot of bullets, that girl. Say. Simple boy. This boy loves climbing trees. Just you watch. Today he's gonna climb the big tree in the square. And I guess flip side is he spent a long time in bed because he broke his leg. This little boy loves his big sister. Today he's gonna climb a tree to have a look-see in his sister's room. Oh. Alright, let's go to the game parlor. Play the next level of game parlor game. Can now play using the rules add events. Would you hear an explanation of these rules? Yes, let's find out how events work. Adding events supplements the rules by allowing event cards to be drawn at the start of a turn. Oh, okay. I guess this is like a separate event deck that adds a stipulation for that particular turn. Include a mix of those that may be either beneficial or detrimental to you. Cards range from 1 to 10 and skill effects are also included. Rules for this game. Oh, alright. Find out what kinds of events we have. These rules are for 3 important opponents. Alright. How badly will I get boned this game? Oh, got a full 4-player game going. Alright. And I get to go first. Oh, okay. We can choose to press our luck with an event card. Alright. Alright. You know what? Since it's the first time you get to do an event, I'm ready to get screwed over. Let's find out what we get. Move one card from the selected player's hand to the pot. Can I see? God. Goblin would be the most beneficial for me. I can create a pair of 6s. Yes. 2 cards from the deck. 7. Ah! Could have given me another 6 game. Oh well. Go with this. Yeah. I mean, it's not gonna do anything, but I'll at least get 12 points out of it. No target cards. Ah, shucks. Discard until I have 1 card. The aces are now kind of valuable. Cards drawn by all opponents on their next action reduced to 1. They only get 1 card. Or I'll probably hang on to the 7 because I like the passive on that one. I think he declined to draw. Get rid of the 7 and the 2, of course. Hang on to the 8. Should. Ooh, event time. What do you get? Nothing happens. Well, it's better than bad thing happens, I guess. Uh-oh. No skill effect, take chance, but hey, 6 points is 6 points. Also gets to keep the 8. No event, alright. Oh dear. Orc Child. Gonna be the one to beat. Well, did okay last time. Let's see. I'll continue pressing my luck. An event card. 2 cards to my hand. Ooh yeah. I guess, yep, this is on top of the 2 I get. But, nothing makes a set. I get to keep 1. I'll probably hang on to 10. Actually, I'll good. I don't have any 7s. Okay, someone's gonna be able to create a run with that one. Someone tells me Orc Child is gonna take this one. Yes, of course, yeah. That way he can make a pair of 8s. Or 7, 8, 9. That's actually a lot better. No event. I should probably stop taking event cards also. I can only imagine. There's probably an event card in there. It's just like, we'll destroy one of your sets now. Okay, thanks, bye. Yeah, they're playing much more safely. And they got a bunch of points. Ah, the shield set. This set will be destroyed or stolen. This card is destroyed or stolen instead. Protection. So I'm behind. I could probably use hopefully beneficial event. Turn up to 5 destroyed cards to the deck. Target cards. Well, at least no effect is better than bad effect. Okay. Make 4, 5, 6. 15 points. No effects, but okay. I'm keeping pace. One set from a selected player. Yeah, it worked, folks. Yeah. Why take the 9-point set? Surely that 24-point set, definitely not valuable at all. No, sorry. Not that it matters. Got the best hand. Oh boy. Have a hand. Move your hand to the pot. Oh no. Okay, so there's a detrimental card. That wasn't as crippling as it thought it would be. And the way the skull token is placed on the Orc Child makes them look a lot more fearsome. Okay. Oh no. Not me. Ah, they got me. You fool. Only I had a pair of 10s. Dagnabbit. I don't think I'm gonna make this one. Attack. Oh, you're gonna make me lose my 10 card too. Alright. I'm not the biggest threat in this match, you guys. Okay, he's probably gonna target me with that one too. Or, okay, all of us. Well. Yeah. Hope that was worth 7 points, buddy. He's gonna take the 10s. I don't believe this. No, I like this game a lot better when it has skills and events. A lot simpler. I pitched the 8-point set. 10-point set, okay. Yeah, I'm way behind, so... Alright, better a dud than... Alright, give me a 4 or... Ooh, 5, 6, 7. Not gonna do much for me, because the other game parlor receptionist is smoking us. In fact, I'm not even gonna get another turn. That was it. He's pretty much got this in the bag. Oh no, no cards. end it. Last turn. All you get is a pair of 2s. Ouch. And we lose a turn if we roll 4 or lower. Not that it matters, because this game is over. Who's our winner? I already know who the winner is. Number 4, 30 points is Goblin. 38 is Orc Child. Me is 45. Game Parlor Receptionist is 53. Versus.
Don't let it get you down. Come play again, says the boy, waving.
I mean, I was top 50%, so not as bad as it could have been. Following rules are now available for play. Include all. That's a joker. I'm guessing that's like a wild card. That's any number you want it to be. I wonder if that triggers skill effects though. Yeah, we'll have one more go with that. Sure. Give us the Joker explanation. 1 to 13, and also includes Jokers. Oh, okay. One set from each player to be passed to the right. It's not a wild card. Got it. The whole shebang. Okay. Expect them to use shebang in a formalized manner, but alright. But let's play with just 1 to 10 in events. Ooh, 4-player face-off again. Who will go first? Not me. Workshop. Okay, I'll go second. That's fine. Don't draw an ace, don't draw an ace, don't draw an ace. Oh, great, now I'm gonna go last. Fantastic. Get rid of the 10, sure. One of these two are definitely going to be able to get a hand out there where I can get to the pot. There's some lucrative cards. Dang it, he's going to take the 10s. And he gets the rest protection. Curse it all. Dud. You get 5 cards to make a set from, so we'll probably have a pair of 6s, yep. It's gonna destroy the other 2 cards, so I get to have only 3 to play with. It's like I just start the game. Alright, you know what? Let's hope, oh. Alright, nothing is better than a bad card. My highest value card. I'll hold that close to me. I don't want anyone else stealing it. Oh, probably gonna make me. Yep. Alright. Yep. Can I forfeit? Can I forfeit? How to rage quit? How do I rage quit? Can I flip the table? Can I just like throw all the cards to the ground and just walk away? Game is clearly not going to go in my favor. Oh great, 7, 8, 9. Yep. Why is it that we get to the back half of these minigame variants and suddenly there's at least one player that manages to go into sicko mode? Guess I have to wait for my turn to come up before I can bring up the pause menu. Yeah, waiting for other players. Great. I guess I could see what I draw before I decide to rage quit. At least screw you over. Yeah, screw you, Goblin. You have most points. I don't want you getting anything good out of it. Or on a second thought, I should probably see what everyone has and which ones would be most conductive. Actually, Receptionist might be better, because that will put the 9 card in there, and I can just hope for a 10 or a 7. Get neither. That's it. I forfeit. Part of the cards was not on my side. Yeah, thanks, boy. Just gonna move on.
Travelers, you hear a voice call from somewhere. Down here, at thy feet, you look down to see a small clump of fur by your boots.
Oh, that checks out. The Elder would be a monster, wouldn't he?
The clump of fur speaks. I am Lappy, and I should like to journey forth with thee.
This happened to be named after the thing people will probably want to do to you. Put you on their lap. Checks out.
Lappy the furball looks at you with amiable expectations.
And sure, why not? Respond. Alright, let the adventure begin.
Of course, the more the merrier, you exclaim, pumping your fist energetically into the air.
An uncharacteristically kind response from our protag here. I hope that wasn't sarcastic.
Melanie coldly interjects, "No, I can't trust monsters."
You've been traveling with us on this whole time, Melanie. You should look to your right.
Thoroughly rejected by Melanie, Lappy bursts into tears. Lappy says he has no friends because of his aged face and speech. All alone, he decided to leave the village on a journey.
We get the sad backstory.
The party is silenced by the crying child with the face of a grown man. It seems even monsters have their problems.
I mean, yeah, they're getting killed by heroes left and right.
You tell Melanie to be nice, and quip that both she and Lappy could use a friend. Exhausted from arguing with you, Melanie half-heartedly agrees. Fine, we can be friends.
Just imagine Melanie just having her fingers crossed behind her back right now.
However, she says that they are on a dangerous journey to defeat the dragon. As such, they cannot take a child with them.
See, you could have led with that, Melanie. You could have led with that. You could have said, "Oh, wait, are you a kid? We can't take a kid with us." And that would have been justified. We could have been like, "Yeah, you know what? You're right. You're right. Okay, sorry, Lappy." But no, you had to go, "I don't trust monsters," and get this whole thing. And you could have just led with, "No children. Sorry."
Lappy leaps up and hugs her in his excitement, exclaiming, "Thou hast made me so happy."
Okay, that was a kind of an awkward transition. "No, you can't come with us. Thou hast made me so happy." I wonder if, maybe we should have saved that second line for, like, maybe a later dialogue or something. Looks like Melanie and Lappy became friends.
Till next time, Melanie says, peeling Lappy off of her and placing him on the ground.
Like a sticker.
Though she thought all monsters to be evil, Melanie feels that the ones here are different.
Get a gradual personality shift. Soon she will not be
a friend.
Prejudiced against monsters. Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. They never said that Lappy was the elder, did they? That was just an event that happened before we actually entered the house. Now we're gonna get to plot proper. Of course, it's its own zone. Thankfully, everything's covered, so we'll just leap straight to the highlighted card here. Oh, and I guess
You
the...
bow, but before you can speak, the man suddenly introduces himself as the village headman.
Jeez. I guess this guy was a Casanova in their younger days. Uh, Updated their outfit for what seems like a long time.
He laughs, then shamelessly praises his own village as being wondrous and peaceful. And who are you? He asks.
Boy, this guy sure has some fifth party member energy to him. A troupe of traveling entertainers. We're not heroes, we're just comedians.
We are a traveling circus, you say? It's not a total lie.
Yeah, a little snark.
I should have seen that one coming.
Aha, aha.
I too traveled the world once long ago, eating every delicacy I found along the way, he reminisces, then welcomes you to his village. Feeling sorry for the old man, Melanie explains that you are actually looking to defeat the dragon.
Yep, this is railroading at work. Get on task.
Seemingly unaffected by your lie, the headman speaks. I see. How brave of you. He says that he had heard rumors of the dragon when he traveled the world. You must be tired from your journey. Have a seat. I will have my chef prepare a feast, the headman says, then claps his hands twice to summon a stewardess.
Whoa, hold on. Where did the stewardess come from? According to the map, there's no one else in here. Sure enough, stewardess comes anyway. With a food card.
Extravagant dishes that you have never seen before are placed on the table before you, each one looking more delicious than the last. You're drooling, Melanie scowls. You hadn't even noticed.
Boy, I've never seen such
sleeve,
good food in our
gasp
life.
as you turn to Mar. Perhaps in an attempt to hold himself back, Mar is gnawing on the table corner.
Well, at least he's trying to restrain himself this time.
There. We'll eat soon, you reassure Mar while gently stroking his head. The doors fly open in the next instant, and a girl runs in.
So I guess we're gonna have another encounter with our black-clothed man.
With tears in her eyes, she tells you that her dear companion, Mr. Flobby the Slime, is missing.
Okay, could be that.
The headman's eyes go wide in surprise. We must find that slime right away, he says anxiously.
Save the slime, save the world.
You are starving, but it doesn't look like you'll be able to partake of the feast before you because of Mr. Flobby's disappearance.
Can we get that meal in the takeout, perhaps? In the card ever... Okay, we'll get a little tug. Find your slime. Unable to restrain yourself. Okay, well, we're gonna go for the Paragon option here. We'll find your slime.
We will find your slime, and then we feast, you add quietly.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you gotta do, right? You gotta finish your dinner before you get to the dessert. Although in this case, dinner is finding the slime, and dessert is, dinner. I wonder what dessert would have been then.
Melanie reminds you
Midnight
that you
snack.
here to get clues about the dragon from the headman.
Yeah, it turns out we got another quest first.
What's the difference? Literally everything. Hunger taking its toll, you two begin to argue.
Uh-oh, they're hangry. Guess the Elder should probably give both the main protag and Melanie a Snickers. They're not themselves when they're hungry.
Brave heroes, the headman interjects, then bows his head. Would you please find her slime? It appears the story has hit a standstill until you find the missing Mr. Flobby. You need to hear the whole story from the young girl.
Alright, let's go to the girl. Let's see what she has to say. Oh no, the Mr. Flobby card is gone.
The girl sobs, wailing about the missing Mr. Flobby.
Where did you
Melanie
go?
places her hand atop the girl's head and promises that your party will find her companion.
Wow, an actual pet. I'm gonna pet the poor girl.
The girl then hands something to Melanie.
Oh, okay.
It looks like the muddy handkerchief she used to wipe Mr. Flobby.
GM, I don't think that's mud. The handkerchief.
She asks Melanie to wipe Mr. Flobby with it after you find him.
I was kind of hoping that perhaps we'd be able to have access to a dog and have the dog sniff the handkerchief. And,
The girl claims to have searched the village but cannot find her friend anywhere.
guessing
Regardless, looking aimlessly outside the village would be a waste of time.
why?
You
Why is
decide
that?
to collect more information in the village.
Could you state your source, GM? Why? I mean, apart from don't waste your time. Why? I understand the gameplay reason. I don't understand. I don't know if there's an in-universe reason for it. Unless you could say, perhaps it hasn't been that long. He can't have gone far. Right. I would accept that. Wow. Don't even need to look far. Just go to this glowing card here. These are our main power protagonist.
She says
Main
she
protagonist
saw
powers.
a suspicious man in black with a slime outside the village not long ago.
Hold on. You just said that looking outside the village would be a waste of time, and now you're saying the slime is outside
She
the village?
claimed they went northwest together. Did that man take Mr. Flobby? You resolved to leave the village in search of the pair.
So which is it? Is it don't look outside or do look outside? I mean, obviously the answer is do look outside, but... Man. Way to... What a turn of events. I don't even know what to call it. Just... weird. Alright, northwest, so... this way. Hopefully I won't get... Alright, let's see... Let's see what the monsters have got. Hopefully I'm not... Oh. So we got a 100% accuracy battle this time. Got it. Alright. In this case, I will just... loose an arrow. Ooh, 3 damage, ouch. Because I'm going to let loose a thunderstorm. Gracious, that was not very hard hitting. Also, turns out plants are lightning resistant. Who would have thought? Let's see. Lightning strike. Probably more damage than necessary, but I don't want to leave any room for error. Because this fella is gonna hit like a tank. Or just do a defense boost, okay. Poison arrow, because I'm gonna burn this tree next round. Yeah, 1 damage. Every little bit helps, I think. Building it up to break it back down. And then lightning strike. Try to punch through that defense with some extra damage. Yeah, 1. Okay. Is everyone hit like boulders? 1 damage. Burn it all down. Yeah.
You did great.
Weathered that storm. Fight for the ages. Yes, this random monster battle, definitely one for the history books. Musicians will be singing of the victory I claimed today. Oh. Do I have to enter the shrine? Alright, well, that's northwest, so... guess we're going in here.
Though a torch is not strictly necessary, it would certainly help you find your way through the dimly lit shrine.
I do have a torch, right? They're gonna let me reuse my torch from the other one.
Your footing is obscured in the dimness of the shrine. You should probably proceed with caution.
Yeah, you know what?
Though I understand your urge to hurry on ahead.
Yeah, boy, this seems like a real trap answer, right? Oh yeah, you could go, but I'm just saying you probably shouldn't, so I'm gonna listen.
You go forth slowly but steadily, taking it one step at a time. You take a good look at the floor and see it lined in trails of viscous liquid. No doubt a slime or 200 have passed through here.
I read a story that kind of started like this. Ah, guessing if I hurried on ahead, I would have slipped on that trail of viscous slime, and then the GM probably would have said, "Hey, you should have listened to me." Person, or black clothed figure.
It looks like poor Mr. Flobby is being held captive by the mystery man.
Don't understand. I need this slime for research. I plan on writing a story. I need it to examine it for reasons.
Hand over that slime, you shout to the man in the dark. You speak as if I kidnapped him, he remarks curtly, turning to face you.
Oh no.
When your eyes finally adjust to the surrounding darkness, you realize the man's clothes look eerily similar to Melanie's.
Oh no.
Melanie's mouth falls open in surprise.
You're gonna get his name. He's gonna sputter out his name.
It seems the man has noticed Melanie as well. It looks like the two know each other.
I would not have seen this coming had I not talked to that one particular NPC who said there was a black clothed figure hanging around the town. Maybe they're friends. They are wearing matching outfits. Go with the observant option.
The man says that he and Melanie came from the same village, where this was their native dress.
Oh. I would have assumed you were part of the same group or something, but same town? Alright, sure.
The man's revelation makes you realize that you know almost nothing about Melanie's past.
Huh, well, that is true. Take the chance to find out more. Melanie's hometown, so your childhood friends. Something tells me friends might not be the right word here.
You ask Melanie about her hometown, but she holds her tongue. Then the man speaks.
I'm guessing from this music that's playing right now that he's not a good guy.
With forbidden magic, our clan has ensured the dragon, he begins, when Melanie cuts in.
Oh no, are they a group that's looking to seek to get the dragon to do its bidding, whatever I think the dragon will bring?
She rattles on about the man, telling you that he is Vince, a lunatic obsessed with the dragon.
Yep. Or thinks the dragon will bring salvation.
Claims that he is searching for the noble dragon to protect it.
The dragon will help remake this world, a world where only the strong survive.
You ran away from home with your tail between your legs, he ridicules. Enraged, Melanie lunges at Vince.
Oh boy.
You have so many questions, but realize that the most pressing matter is getting Mr. Flobby back. So you ready for battle?
I should have saved.
Careful, he won't go down easy.
Alright, well, Ooh, boy, 100 HP. Happenstance cards will trigger each turn during this battle. Hopefully we'll get 3 to all items recovery rate. Ah, good. Alright. Guess main character will be a heal bot this round. Give me the poison. Aw, dang it. I think heal requires at least 1 crystal, so... Okay, so I could get this done in... okay, good. No freeze proc. Oh, boy. It's like a boulder. Alright, looks like you're on permanent healing duty, buddy. Sorry. Add 3 delta wind damage. Uh-oh. She's not gonna survive a turn, though. All I have are quality salves. Can I... Alright, you know what? Getting the protectorant. There, Vince targets ya. Hopefully you won't fall. Alright, we're gonna do Zephyr, because Wind gets a boost this turn. Oh, we're going max damage, baby! 4, 4, 5, 9, that's 22 damage. Ah, you fool! Didn't pick a wind spell. I know you would know wind spell, buddy. Decrease water damage dealt to all allies and enemies by 3. Okay. Let's hope Vince does a freeze spell or something next. Ah, got the poison proc. Okay. Good. Just do good old reliable flame. Attack plus 3. Ooh, spell crit. Nice. So you should have used that last turn, Vince. Alright, you know what? We are going to give you quality salve. That way you're going to be able to weather another blow. 3 all allies and enemies attack. Oh boy. You know what? When I think about it, I should have had main character use the heal skill on Melanie. I could have had Ridis use the quality salve on the main character. But on the other hand, I probably don't need to, because I can just quick shot. Hopefully the attack proc works with a multi-shot. Yeah, you know what?
During the fight, Vince asks, "Do you know the truth about that village?"
During the fight? Oh. As the old RPG standard goes, talking is a free action, so here we go. Here's our talking bit.
The headman may look like a nice old man, but he keeps those little monsters around too. He begins, but before he can finish...
Oh no, he's gonna get sniped by the Elder.
Winifred, Hedwyn, and Berwyn of the Ivory Order appear.
Or he's gonna get sniped by the trio.
The 3 brush you aside, fixing their attention on Vince. "So you are the one who disturbs the peace," they exclaim, then charge at him.
Hey, we were having a conversation here, guys and girls.
The Ivory Order and that false justice they serve are the true evil here, he retaliates, fighting back.
I suspected that was the case. Vince looks like he wants to say something, but he's not going to because Ivory Warrior's gonna ice him. Didn't get any money from that though. Level 10. Ah, okay. Whatever, this just gets poison immunity. Cool, cool. You get a passive. Increase wind bolt damage by 5. I'm guessing that's incoming wind bolt damage. No passive for Mar, unfortunately.
Seeing the two parties occupied with each other, you realize this is your chance to grab Mr. Flobby.
Right, no point in that, but I hate seeing cards go uncovered.
Vince is on equal footing with the three from the Order. You realize then that he wasn't fighting in earnest against you earlier.
Aw, he was holding back? How dare he?
Engrossed in their battle, the combatants pay you no mind.
You know, he's probably a pretty good fellow to be able to solo against a 3-person group. Yep, same dialogue, alright. Scoop up Mr. Flobby and get the heck out of there.
Perhaps wary of humans, Mr. Flobby dashes out when you draw near.
Oh boy. Right out the strine, huh? Catch him. It's time for our chase scene. You Benny Hill music, I imagine. Nah, this is probably more serious. Unionville holds a dark secret. We're gonna find out soon enough what it is.
You reach out to grab Mr. Flobby. He suddenly attacks. Lower Mr. Flobby's stamina to calm him down.
Are you saying we gotta hit Mr. Flobby? Well, try to take it easy. I wonder if this is going to be a case where we accidentally kill Flobby. You're gonna pass. I don't want to accidentally take out Flobby here. Okay. A little 4 damage. Okay. That enough? Or we're gonna have to like actually deplete all of Flobby's hit points. This feels like a trap. Feels like we're gonna accidentally kill Flobby and then we're gonna have to go back to the girl with bad news. Alright. Clearly it wants us to deplete Flobby's HP, so we'll find out what happens next. Hopefully this is just a KO and not a kill. No money, no experience.
Exhausted from the fight, the raging Mr. Flobby finally stops attacking.
Okay, good. Wasn't a twist. No
But it
twists.
seems he hasn't yet come to his senses. He glares warily at your party.
But it looks like one could still come.
Find something to help return Mr. Flobby to normal.
The handkerchief. Like how they give us these other options. Like we're not gonna pick this one. Well, I don't want to pick the other ones. We'll just go with the handkerchief for now.
You wipe Mr. Flobby's mouth with the handkerchief you received from the girl. Then you hear a quiet voice speak. "That's not my mouth," Mr. Flobby murmurs bashfully.
Wow.
It looks like the girl's familiar scent on the handkerchief returned him to normal.
Oh, thank goodness for that.
Having regained his senses, Mr. Flobby heads back to the village. You place the increasingly sticky handkerchief in your bag.
As opposed to just holding it out at arm's length. I guess that wouldn't be helpful when we face off against monsters. Alright, back to Unionville. We're gonna find out the dark secret of Unionville. That's clearly what Vince was gonna get at. He was rudely interrupted by the would-be main character party.
Lappy approaches and tells you that Mr. Flobby has returned.
Yeah, we know. We helped him back. Rest at the inn first.
Here to stay the night? the innkeeper asks the moment you set foot in the inn.
Absolutely. Alright, time, or you know what? Probably save. You're gonna do that. No idea if something's gonna turn up that's gonna cause me to get set back a bit. Thankfully the game does have autosave, so it won't be too far.
The girl is ecstatic that Mr. Flobby is finally back home. I'm happy for you, Melanie says with a smile as she returns the handkerchief.
I mean, I get it. If you're a beloved pet, just like, you know, up and disappeared, yeah. You'd be pretty distraught as well. I know I would be.
The girl bows her head and thanks you deeply.
Tap for mana.
Mr. Flobby looks as slimy as ever. You just hope it's a happy slime. The headman wants us to bring Mr. Flobby to him. Would you mind, you ask? Of course not, but bring him back soon, she answers with a bright smile.
Alright, this is where stuff is gonna go down. Something bad's about to happen. Feel it. Bring Mr. Flobby before Unionville's village headman. Fortunately, because of story, build the necessary requirements and unlock Mr. Flobby's enemy story. You know what? Just real quick, we'll see if Mr. Flobby's entry perhaps has something for us. It's everyone's favorite friendly villager slime, Mr. Flobby. You can find him playing house or racing against a girl in the village, his bestest friend forever. Mr. Flobby comes from a real big family. There's his sister Plobby, his brother Blebby, and his nephew Booby. Sadly, none of them are with us any longer. Now that's ominous. Also, really indirect way of saying this slime had a family. You monster. Who's the real monster now? Is that what we're gonna get at? These monsters are also very sapient and stuff like that. Alright, see what the elders, the headmaster's
So happy to see you
true
safe
colors
and sound,
are.
the headman exclaims, giving Mr. Flobby a hug. You explain everything that happened, including the incident with Vince and the Ivory Order.
It's gonna be the key line. Hey, Vince was about to say something about Unionville. What was he gonna say? And then the headman's gonna be like, oh, I guess I'll find out sooner or later. I guess I'll tell you now.
He expresses his relief that the Order will be taking care of the criminal. He then thanks you for your hard work and instructs his stewardess to prepare dinner for your party.
Don't worry, I've added a special ingredient in there. It's gonna be extra special. It's gonna make you rest for a while. And the next you wake, you're gonna be in a prison. Forget I said that last part.
Collective mouths watering at the sight of the lavish meal before you.
Get this feast, isn't it neat? Wouldn't you say my collection's complete?
Immediately dig in. You aren't sure where you find a moment to breathe among all the feasting. Please, eat to your heart's content, the headman insists with a smile.
Guessing he says that in a very ominous tone.
Once your belly is full, you realize that Mr. Flobby is gone. And then... Room for dessert? The headman asks, offering you a plate of slimy jelly. You feel your stomach churning at the very sight of it.
There it is!
The color strikes you as familiar, and the stickiness sends a shiver down your spine.
Soylent Green. It was actually monsters! No, we're going with this route.
Is Is this Mr. Flobby? You ask the headman, your voice trembling in disbelief.
Suddenly, our protagonist here gains a moment of clarity.
The headman looks at you with a plain expression, one that holds no malice. Is that a problem? He questions back.
You mofo, that was someone's pet.
This dish is a masterpiece, he remarks with a light-hearted chuckle as he gazes at the jelly. And I have you brave heroes to thank for it. Had you not brought that slime back, we would not be able to enjoy this exquisite dessert.
I'm sorry, Headman. I thought we were playing Voice of Cards, not Delicious in Dungeon. You know what? Probably also an appropriate reaction.
You move to leave, but the headman stops you.
Sorry, but you've seen too much.
I try to get my meat while it's still young and tender, but at least your pet is very plump, he remarks, licking his lips.
Oh. Oh no.
He points at Mar and asks, would you consider leaving that creature here with me?
I hope our options are no and hell no. Mar ain't for sale.
Never, you refuse flatly, not bothering to hide your discomfort. Think about it, he entreats. And then...
Yeah, sure. The answer is still no.
You grab the headman by his lapels, hands trembling in fury.
Finally, we see a bit of that heroic personality start to shine through. This is it. This is a turning point. This is no longer some personal. It's personal. Oh, it's so personal. You know, they're starting to make me reconsider. But something tells me maybe I should do this for the sake of this one, because yeah, that slime had a family. Oh, you knocked the headman unconscious. Okay. Oh, you know what? Alright. Thanks for letting me know that, game. Okay. We'll just assume that Lightning Strike was more of a swift smack upside the head, or a Vulcan nerve pinch. This is what MC thinks happened in the battle, and that's what actually happened. He just knocked him cold.
You pummel the headman with all your might. Curled up on the ground, the headman groans in pain, but insists that monsters were meant to be eaten. You hug Mar tightly, reassuring him that you will not hand him over to anyone. Mar looks at you with his round eyes and mews softly. You meet eyes with the rest of your party and reach a tacit agreement. Together, you all stand and leave.
Okay. This crew might be a bunch of squabbling folks, but when it comes to pets, they all stand united. L to the yes. Oh boy. He still stands.
As you are about to leave the headman's house, though.
There's a headman gonna yell, "Help! I was assaulted!" And then the entire village is gonna come after us.
The old man suddenly charges at you from behind.
Oh. This fight has gone public.
The keener of you two is quick to block his path.
Bump.
With a crash, Mar and the headman tumble to the ground.
Dude, you have like one attack And 2 defense. I suggest you back off.
From the headman's hand falls a small blade. It clatters to the ground, covered in blood.
Ooh, ooh. Don't tell me Mar got stabbed. Yeah, that was...
Take the injured Mar to an inn where you can watch over him.
Yeah, that was the implication. Got it.
You gaze at the unconscious Mar with concern. Despite the shallow wound, no amount of medicine seems to rouse Mar from the bed.
Don't tell me that knife was like poisoned or something.
I heard that my friends were in danger, so I came as quickly as I could, Lappy says. As he reaches Mar's bedside, he leans over and licks his wound.
Those like furball saliva have healing properties. I hope that's...
This is what-you-call-it extract, he shouts.
Oh, okay. It was delivered by mouth.
He explains that it is a poison extracted from a certain monster. If it enters the body, it drastically reduces one's stamina.
No, okay. He was playing coroner.
Hearing those words, you realize the headman's blade must have been coated in this poison. Mar's condition starts to make sense.
Yeah, that checks.
Isn't there anything we can do? Melanie asks.
I guess we'll have to go to another location for the antidote, won't we?
Lappy's eyes widen in realization before he places his mouth over Mar's wound and begins sucking.
This is gonna be Lappy's sacrifice. I'll take the poison on so Mar doesn't have to.
He then puts the what-you-call-it extract into a bottle and hands it to you.
Right. You know what? At this point, yeah, if it's to save Mar, sure, I'll take that bottle.
That if you follow the road south of the village, you will reach Shoreland.
Or Quintville.
He tells you to give the extract to the famous nutritionist there.
You say the Lappy. Got it.
Realizing that you are at fault for this, you don't hesitate to undertake the quest.
Or we did beat the shit out of the headman. He had it coming to him, though.
But this is strange. The extract comes from a monster, so it should have no effect on one, Lappy remarks with a curious tilt of his head.
Guessing this extract is not of this world. Mars removed from the party. Wow. So I was gonna eventually end up with a party of MC, Melanie, and Ridis anyway. Guess it's a good thing I've been using them. Oh, let's see what they have to say.
He urges you to hurry on to Shoreland and find the nutritionist.
Yep. Okay, says... No, seriously, go. Yeah. Oh. Innkeeper.
I thought a beast of that size would eat us out of house and home, she remarks, no doubt talking about Mar.
Hey. The time and the place for those kinds of marks, I don't think now is the right time for that. Eve, yep. Gotta head to... Shore... See what deal was with this new slime.
The girl sighs. You're dirty again, she says, wiping a slime's mouth.
Like how I have Mr. Flobby? Clearly this is not Flobby
Mr.
anymore.
Flobby, you're alive, you exclaim in glee. This is Mr. Globby, Mr. Flobby's cousin, she tells you.
Oh, okay. Right.
The girl sighs. You're dirty again, she says, wiping Mr. Flobby's cousin, Mr. Globby.
We'll leave it at that. Alright, let's find out what village headman's deal is. Traveling gourmand in his younger days, Headman has long been fond of monsters, So much so, he founded Unionville, where humans and monsters coexist. Ah, I already know what the twist is. Looks don't tell the whole story. Even the most inedible-looking things can harbor incredible flavors, the headman explains, his table filled with dishes never before seen. Right. Yeah. Would have been more shocking had we received that card before we received plot twist. Oh, he did have an eye patch. Huh. Somehow missed that. Oh boy. Nutritionist. I'm guessing they're nutritionists. They mean like those types who would willingly give you like protein packs or something. You bodybuilders. But you know what? That's a chapter cleared. I think that's a pretty decent progress for tonight. It's getting close to I have to leave for my other plans, so I think I'm gonna call it here. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for tuning in. I think I'll be back tomorrow to play a tabletop game. I haven't quite decided what I'll be playing, but I'll be playing one. So yeah. Until then. Good night.